Hey guys, how's it going? September 13th, 2020. And yeah, it took me 6 days to go back to live streams again. I didn't think it was going to take that. I didn't think it was going to happen that quick, put it that way. And I was getting tired of doing them and not getting much views and not having much to show. And it was just probably boring for everybody. But I figured, once in a while I can do a live stream on a special occasion. This, I think, it counts as one of them. So I woke up at 4:30 this morning, and I thought to myself, the reason why, actually, I woke up at 6:30, I think, went to bed at 11:30, woke up to 6:30 Saturday morning. I was already gaining some momentum. I could tell the weekend was going to be pretty productive when I had a chance, and I had some plans for the weekend as well. I got a memory card, went to do some research with my son. He enjoys that stuff. And he's not too keen on the 2D side of things, or doing the DEM stuff. But once it actually, all the work comes down and you get it in play, then yeah, he really likes that stuff. But I showed him what it was done, and it was like, he was quite impressed. So I thought, well, if he's impressed, that's good. Not that easy to impress sometimes, but he was like, wow, because he was kind of kidding with me yesterday. There was a few times where I failed like 6 times in a row trying to get it to work, and something else was going wrong, or something else was going wrong. I couldn't figure this out. I couldn't figure that out. But I was determined. By the end of Saturday, I finally got to a point where I felt comfortable and I knew, okay, this is how it works now. I had no problem getting the DEM's the easy part. It's the UTMs. And I mean, basically, what I just did while I was out there was I did some level 19s, which are not necessarily the most detail, and this is nothing. This part here is nothing. I've actually got the line. I had it to do the entire Grimsby sub, but it didn't like it. So I'm going to... I wanted to break this up a little bit anyways. And so I put the Grantham Spur in here in St. Catharines and the start of the Canal Spur going up along the canal. And I figured I'd leave that alone. And then once I have the Stamford and the other subs coming in, where I started doing this was in Fort Erie. And I early this morning, almost right away I was successful in Fort Erie. And I knew I would be. I went to bed on Saturday night, and I was tired because I didn't get much sleep. I was tired earlier, but I got a second wind right now because I've just been going and going and going, and it's just, we had fun today, don't get me wrong. We did a lot of research, went out, played some video games this weekend. We had a lot of fun. Watched a little bit of YouTube. Fell asleep. I think I fell asleep yesterday a tiny bit while I was watching YouTube because YouTube's a lot more boring than this stuff. If I was watching YouTube right now, I'd fall asleep, so I feel for you guys. So hopefully you guys are awake. But this is nothing. This is just a little taste. And I'm in the process of bringing this in so I can merge it with the rest of it, because once I got around the curve here, I was trying to get to Clifton and Niagara Falls, the end, and the gorge and all that stuff. It just did not want to work for me. But I did get this portion already, so I don't need to link it tonight. But I figured I would get it going while I was out and went for a walk and got all the detail screens in there. I'll show you what I do shortly. But first, let's take a look at this thing. I'll show you how it looks like. Now, it says there's a missing dependency. I don't know what the hell that's about. It works fine, as far as I know it does anyways. That'd be kind of funny if I went into it and it's not working. Let's just see. Well, if it does, I can get it working pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll start trains. And go into our driver surveyor. So this is the missing dependency it's saying there. That little... I made a bunch of room on the hard drive too. So I'll go into the view session. I'll go right into the view session. It's going to say same thing. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, hang on a second here. Wouldn't that be something if that happened? Okay, hang on. So what happened here? This root end session has unsubmitted edits. Okay, let me just see this for this. If trains was not correctly shut down during the editing, then these assets may be corrupt. There was an issue with the line. I had one error when I actually developed this. Or recent changes may not have been saved correctly. Would you like to load the content as is? To the last submitted version. I'm going to go use changes. Just to take a look at it. There was an issue I had with one of the track splines. And I think the issue came about because what happens is you develop a route, and it was such a straight line easy, so I just put this long-ass route and long-ass line, and I think it corrupted it. If it did, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to try using the changes. Then what I might have to do after that is I'm going to submit a revert, because I think I'm going to get that line out of there. Okay, so this is good so far. Yeah, everything's okay. Now, I didn't do what so what happened was I had all these UTMs, which was great. Everything was going good. In fact, this is even better. Or is it? No, it didn't make it down to the other end. It gave up at that point. It should have, but it didn't, which is okay. It went a long way. It went a hell of a lot longer than I expected it to. So, this is the town of Stony Creek, just outside of Hamilton, Ontario. In fact, this is part of Hamilton Harbor, I believe. This little section right there. So, I think that's the closest. I don't know if that is or not. I could be wrong. I love these valleys. I'm not sure where that is exactly. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's... maybe not. I don't know what the hell that is, to be quite honest, but okay. We're going to go down to the Grimsby Sub, regardless. That's Lake Ontario off to the side there. And, so the track is all the way over on the wrong side, but that's okay. I don't know why it is, but... So that's the Niagara Escarpment in the background here. I want to get that track working, but... yeah. That seems to be where it was the last time I remember it. So of course down here, this is the Queen Elizabeth Way, which runs in a horseshoe over the western side of Lake Ontario. It was supposed to go a little bit further out there. I probably could see it a little bit further. I'll probably it's just lake, so I'm not too worried about losing that details. But that's the QEW. And oh, that's Highway 8. Where am I here? Oh, I'm up at the top of the escarpment now. So yeah, that's the view down towards Stony Creek area, coming into Grimsby. Can't find my line. Is that it right there? Oh, that's it right there. See, it's way off the track now. Then it goes on right, sort of. I had it lined up, but I didn't want to revert the changes for something. Something's corrupted. I don't know what. So the line's supposed to follow here. It's double track main line here. I'll try to fix it. If I can't, not a big deal. So the escarpment comes in pretty close up here. Those things up here are not buildings. They're just issues in Jordan Harbor that pop up. And when it dips down like that, that's just part of the overpass, underpass thing. I mean, it looks cute and all, but so yeah, go single track right over at Nels Road here. Somewhere around here. Is that the next one? Is that Nels Road? I think it is. Yeah. So that's where the south track returns. It used to be double track all the way, but they took it out and put CTC in here. This is Nels Road here. And this is the city of Grimsby, hence the name of the Grimsby Sub. You can see Lake Ontario, the escarpment. So that's the closest it comes into the escarpment, is about right here. So you got the lake real close. Lake comes real close. You got everything up there. And then the escarpment starts pulling away. Get a little further up here. This is a fun place to rail fan. I mean, you're not going to see that many trains, but it's a fun place to, especially if you're driving on the highway and you just pace a train. I always love doing that. What the hell's out there? Oh, okay. Let me just hit F9 here for a second. Oh yeah. Okay, that's better. Instead of having the grid, that looks much better. Now we get to see the escarpment in its beauty, instead of those grid lines going everywhere. Yeah, maybe I'll take you back for a second. That looks better. Way better. So it's a nice run along Lake Ontario there, and the highway. All industrial in this area. No industries, or I shouldn't say that. Yes, there is industries there. Though where I'm going to end it, though, however, is I was supposed to end it. The line is supposed to end right here because this is the last industry. So I was going to end it right at the road, and the rest was just going to be a staging. So I'd start my trains up basically right here and assemble my 422 train here and any passengers or whatever. Just spawn them in and away you go. I mean, this is Control Point McNeely right here. This is McNeely Road, so that's Control Point McNeely. But I mean, I could run it. You know, I could run it and have the storage here, or just have the control point. But I'm not. This here is a holding facility for the Go commuter service they built. It wasn't that long ago they just put this in, so it's fairly new. But I might put Control Point McNeely in, and then that gives me a starting signal to work off of, so that'd be kind of cool. Okay, let's go down. We were all the way back into Grimsby here. But it looks nice. That's how the escarpment looks too, and then of course that would have trees up there, and but it looks like that, basically what you're looking at. That is what you would see looking towards the escarpment, and then Lake Ontario just like that, and oh, the track's way the hell over there now. That's because I had one long stretch and it didn't like that track very much. In fact, I might delete the track and relay it. See if I can do that, because this track's gonna run me into trouble. So I'm going to get that first of all. All right. That's the problem. Is that thing. I do not like that. I was hoping to do a run, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. And I had just laid all this track. It's really... Actually, you know something? Let me go out of this for a second. Okay, I'm going to revert the changes this time. So I'll try reverting it and see what happens. Don't worry, I'll show off the rest of it in a second. Yeah, this looks better. Okay, so yeah, I got right down to Grimsby. The track's where it's supposed to be. I don't see it having any issues now. Maybe just something didn't save right. Yeah, see, I lined everything up. Put in new spline points. For sure. Okay, well maybe it didn't save right. I can see what happens. I hope. I was surprised to see any missing dependencies because I created this route from scratch, basically. So it dips down like that when it goes to the underpasses and stuff like that. So, no big deal. You just level it out, put the bridge in, and you're all set. So escarpment in the background still. Starts going away at this point, and then, of course, as I was saying, so you just follow the highway, and then the highway makes its little curve, and then you keep going straight. So this is a cool one. We're right here. So those little pyramids, or whatever the hell they are, that's just errors of some sort. No biggie. I love how they show up way in the distance. It's kind of cool. So escarpment's way in the background. This is a trestle. This is Jordan Harbor, actually. I've taken my little inner tube down here. Not my inner tube, should say that. It's a raft. Two-person raft, actually. Well, it's supposed to be 2 adults, 2 kids, but anyways. I've taken that. I've actually gone up this here. Let's see if I get it right here. Let me find it, just for fun. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Yeah. This is called the Jordan Hollow. Let me hit F9. Oh, that's not going to... F9 or F10, 11, 8, 7... Nope, that ain't it. Okay, I don't know. I guess because it's... Beats the hell out of me. Oh no, that's probably Balls Falls in here somewhere. Yeah, that's the... Okay, so that's the waterfall. I didn't go that far. I'm not that nuts. I want to find the spot where I come out. I guess I came out at the campground here? Okay. Yeah. So basically what had happened was I wanted to go to Jordan Harbor, and I remember as a kid going down here snowmobiling, so I went down and I rode it. Felt the rapids on my butt as I went through. I think I went through this section. No, I went through this section. I couldn't remember. One of these sections, but it was fun. It was kind of a fast, lazy river. And then once you're down here, you start paddling. Paddled all the way out to Lake Ontario, off to... I think I brought it over to here, and then I don't know what the hell I did. I just remember going up it. I can't remember. I did all kinds of adventures where you're not going back up the stream. So somehow I made it back up. I think I walked down the roads or something that day. But anyways, it's a cool trestle. But, and then this is Jordan. Hence the name Jordan Harbor, or Jordan Station, I guess. The escarpment's, a ways back in the background now. And there's a lot of creeks and a lot of fill-ins and all kinds of other things that it looks like a roller coaster ride, but oh yeah, Jordan, Control Point Jordan. We're getting into St. Catharines now. Let me see if I can find it. Is it right here? Nope, that ain't it. When you're familiar with an area, it's pretty easy to find what you're looking for. That's the double track section. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is where it returns back to double track. You had the old main line right here. See? Old main line would have been right there, and this is control point Jordan, signal there, double signals over here, and this is the intermediate block to the approach, advanced approach to Glen Ridge. So this is heading through Lincoln towards St. Catharines. Lots of farms and agriculture. I don't know what that is. That's looks like, I don't think there's a trestle there. There's a creek, but I think it's a fill-in. Yeah. I believe it's a fill. I didn't see any sign of a bridge, even though it goes down like that. I think it's a pipe or whatever. A lot of them are. Usually they mark it with a bridge. You can see it well in advance. That's a bridge. That's the overpass of 4th Avenue in just outside of St. Catharines now. This is the city I live in. So it helps to be familiar with an area. This is the passenger station in St. Catharines. And 13 Mile Creek. It's a pipeline there. You can go down this trail and get a good look at this trestle. Emmett was saying, yeah, we got to go back down there. I was like, yeah, sure. That'd be cool. I'm all for that. They let you down there with this COVID crap. I know they weren't letting you park the one time, which was a pain. Whose football stadium is that, anyways? I'm not even sure. There's a track there and everything. Who is that? Oh, that's, oh. Is it? No. 13 Mile Creek? No, that ain't it. I don't know who that is. Gotta be a high school or something. It's right by the Penn. That's the Penn Center right there, shopping mall. Everybody in Niagara goes there. It seems. One of the few shopping malls that still doing something, I guess. There we go. Get the grid off. So yeah, the escarpment's up in the background there. You can see it vaguely. And that's Highway 406. And that climbs up the escarpment here. It starts climbing up here. Goes junction with 58. That's the old quarry. It's a lake. Kind of looks funny. It looks like a doesn't look like a quarry. It looks like something went through it. And here in St. Catharines, this is Brock University. And oh yeah, I wanted to show you the other thing too, which is really cool. That is Lake Gibson, or Lake Moody, I think it is. Sorry, Lake Moody. Lake Gibson's over here. Where is the tower? The main tower. I don't think that. Jesus, Murphy. I'll find it if I look hard enough. Okay, so that's the quarry. Damn, I've had a hard time finding it. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Without seeing it, I don't know. There's a building there, but anyways. So this is another. Most water goes over Niagara Falls. So, some goes down the Welland Canal. Some also goes down here. This is back up DeQ Falls, which is a. It is so they got the water intake that comes into Niagara Falls. It comes into St. Catharines through Lake Gibson here. So you see there's the canal there. That's the old Welland Canal, various intakes, blah, blah, blah. So this is a reservoir. Lake Gibson's a reservoir, and that is Lake Moody over there. Our water supply comes in through here, and that is, this here is DeQ Falls. So you got DeQ Falls, but then you got DeQ Falls generating stations over here. So the actual waterfall is right in this little valley here, and there's an old mill here, so not much comes off of it, but there's enough. It's an old mill, and then it's kind of cool. Now the quality here is lower, and the reason why the quality is lower is I'm a long ways away from the railway line. So the further I go along the railway line, I purposely made the quality lower, because that's a reminder to me to not worry about doing every house. I'll give you a little hint right now. This little section, I live here. I live in this area. This is Western Hill. So this is my backyard. And yeah. So that is me area. So it's not too far. Like we just walk down here. We can walk down here, no problem. A little bit of a walk, but the I've done it a few times. 13 Mile Creek comes up here, and this is the DeQ generating station right here. There's two of them, DeQ1, DeQ2. So that's cool. You can see the nice fall off there, and you get the nice view of the city too. And it looks like you can see everything too. I don't know if you can see it from within the game. I'll have to check that out. If it's just editor that's doing that, or if the actual game itself allows you to see it. And this, if you keep on following this goes to the rapids down there. That is downtown St. Catharines here. More rapids, and eventually, wow, it's actually showing quite a bit. The UTM's really gone far away. This is oh jeez, why can't I think? Martindale Pond, which is home to the Henley Regatta, and that is Port Dalhousie, right at the edge of the available UTM. And then the UTM cuts off for some strange reason. I don't know why, but anyways. Okay, back to following this along here. So yeah, I went by the station. That's 13 Mile Creek again, the bridge. Oh yeah, I didn't know what that is. 406. That's the old Welland Canal there. And some of the other malls in there. This is Meriden. Now, I'm probably going to cut this area out and redo it again, because I want to have the connections. What happens is, as I was saying about the detail, the further away you get from the line, the detail goes away. But I do want the detail up on this spur here, up into this area, because see, you barely can't even see what the hell's going on. There's a yard there. Like, you wouldn't know that. There's a small little yard. That is the that right there is the Garden City Skyway, Welland Ship Canal, Lock 3. All of it's all visible. Glendale Avenue Bridge, and that is the flight locks there. That's just going to load in. There we go. So yeah. So getting back to Meriden here. So that is where Trillium Railway, Port Colborne Harbor Railway, used to interchange with them, but they don't interchange now. They just cross over. So they come onto the line, use Control Point Glen Ridge, which is over here, to cross over to the other track, and then they continue on to the Canal Spur, or the canal sub, which is also Port Colborne Harbor line that runs down here. Now this is the dual flight locks of 4, 5, and 6. So you can see the full size ships in the imagery, lake ships in there. Doesn't fit the Panamas or the Super Lakers. There's some big ones that I think can come out. It can go as far as Erie, but that's it. They're talking about building a 5th canal. This is the 4th Welland Canal, but they're talking about building a 5th Welland Canal at some point where we would actually it would take the Panamas. So it would actually open up the lakes, because I think the Super Lakers and the Panamas are the same size. I'm not 100% sure. So this is a double Bascale bridge, jackknife bridge I like to call them. And yeah, so when you're up on the top here, where is this? That's lock 7 right here. Yeah, I don't see where the gate is for the rest of block 7, but oh, I guess it's open, that's why. So yeah, you're looking down there, that's exactly what you see. You can see Lake Ontario, sort of, but it's not letting you. And then, of course, this is much more flattened out. I'd have to really work on that to get the levels proper. Lift Ridge, Glendale Avenue, hydro lines overhead, and then this is where the climb begins of the escarpment. You can see the escarpment's back in view here. Came close as we were coming into Thorold, because that's where it all comes in, and then it's off on the background here, and this begins to climb. This is the 3rd Welland Canal. Runs as a discharge channel. I think that's an old swing bridge. Can't remember. But you can see it looks like it's climbing like quite a bit, but it's really not climbing that much. And then I lose everything. And I don't know why I lost it all, but I did. So wah. So it runs into a curve, comes up, basically here. Let me put it back on for a second. So yeah, you can see that this is where it is gradually climbing up the escarpment there. Eventually, I think it turns into a line or something. Oh, maybe not. Wow. I don't know what happened there, but that was cool. And then it just ends. It ends for some reason. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Did it cross the canal? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It did cross. It must have got corrupted when it did that, is what I'm thinking. I gotta turn that on for a second. Okay. We're in Niagara Falls now. So what you see there is the lower gorge. Whirlpool Rapids. I think I showed this before too. The whirlpools here. But that crosses over. When it ended, I was just like, okay, well that's different. So maybe this time it actually made the save? I don't know. Now, don't get fooled by that. That may look like Niagara Falls. It's not. I don't know why it put it like this. The DEM is really weird here, but I can tell you that Niagara Falls, Horseshoe Falls, is actually right here. And it runs in a horseshoe. Why they have that there is beyond me. But I will fill it with the depth of the water or something, and who knows what. I have no idea. That is the Horseshoe Falls. Is right there. It's right. It's basically right by the American Falls, which doesn't look like that. That's the international border, which is kind of funny because it looks like it's coming down, but no. This is the American Falls here. Man, it looks weird. That is the international border. I'm almost positive. It does slant upwards. That's true, but and then yeah, Chippewa Creek up that way. Or Welland River, beginning of the Welland River, Chippewa Creek. Okay, I'm. Can I save it? Will it let me save it? No, see, it's going in and saying it's all screwed up again. I don't know what the missing dependency is, but I should have just left it alone. May have to redo this one again, but that's okay. I mean, it's a breeze to... Won't take much to do, put it that way. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. That's kind of weird. I'm going to get out of this for a second, and then go back into it. I'm going to take it on a quick little drive. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to or not. We could. Let me just start it up and see if it gives me the same error again. Still showing that is... But it's letting me edit it this time, which is really scary. I don't know what the reverted changes or whatever the hell it was talking about, but it seems like it liked them now. It's just still giving me a weird error when it comes to... I don't know where the hell I am here. Oh, okay. That's like the Niagara Falls area or whatever. Let me just check the track and then I'll know. No, that ain't. This is Niagara Falls is over here. Okay, the UTMs are not showing. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Very strange stuff. Okay, there we go. Now I think I know what's going on. Cool. Let me just check the track for a second, and then I want to do something else first, and then maybe I'll take it for a spin. Yeah, see, now it looks like it's on the right side at least. I have no idea what the missing dependency is, but yeah, it's running as good as I want it, so I'll just go with the don't save. And I'm just going to exit this for a minute. So I'll show you briefly how this works in the dem here. So this is the small section at Meriden that I said that I was going to be redoing. Oops, I forgot I didn't want to do that. Let me go with the raster map. I'm going to exit that. I've already saved it. Close all raster maps. Okay. So, in order to get it looking good, like nice and detailed, what happens is I start with an outer level 14. So if I was to go like this, actually, let me try something for a second here. I'm going to do a real quick check again on one of the raster maps. Open raster map, or not map tile, open georef. Okay, so I've got Meriden level 19, and I want to get Meriden 14 in there for a second. Okay. That's what I want to see. Now the question is, where is Jordan? Jordan's a little ways away, but it's probably down here. But I'll call that the first major creek, I imagine. I'll call it the first major creek. I just need to know whereabouts I'm stopping it. So what I want to do wow, okay, is I want to get this area closed off. So I'm going to have to go a little bit higher than what it's at, but that's okay. So on the left-hand side, you got to start at the baseboard, which is the black ones. And then I want to bring this across. All right, we'll go down here then. I don't care. Just work your way that way. Wow. It's amazing it actually goes out that far. Okay, let me find it. Yeah. I don't need to. I don't definitely do not need the tiles at that point. Well, I guess I needed to bring it past this one though, if I want to include it. Okay. Likewise, I'm going to bring it down. So that's the start of the curve. Which is probably a good place to end it right there. That's actually a really good place. So I'm going to bring that down. Want to make sure I'm outside of the pink there. Pinks are the UTMs, right? So just make sure everything is out of the way. Like I said, I'm getting pretty proficient at this now. Okay. In order to get a baseboard to work, you need to be at a baseboard. So this baseboard here will unfortunately be bare. Whoops. Which is okay. So this UTM won't count. The UTMs will start on that, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Now, as I can get it over here. There we go. Come on. Right at the end of the baseboard, and that's all we need to do to get the area we want anyways. It's a nice square area. Now it extends out to here, but by then it doesn't matter because it's going to be bringing detail to here, and then detail is going to be coming to here. So I'm going to connect the western section, going to delete everything else. Hopefully I won't have the missing dependency, and then eventually I'll work on the Niagara Falls to Port Robinson section. But what I want to do now, let's see, 9:59, we'll have time to play still. So I'm going to cut this out here. Everything outside of the box we want gone. Okay. We want to close all the raster maps for now. And then I want to crop the dem margins, which is what we just did. We're ready to rock and roll. So we got all this from Meriden just to give us the this part I'm not worried about because it's going to continue. That's why. So these parts I'm not worried about because it's going to continue. It's going to continue. Here it's not going to continue, but I want to have all this background scenery visible. So it's going to show us all the way towards the lake, if necessary, which is fine. That's what I want. And the scenery will progressively get lower and lower as we get towards the lake. So that's cool. And so I'm going to save this dem as. We will call this one Meriden. Or was I calling this St. Catharines? I think we'll call it Meriden. I don't care. So that's Meriden, September 13th. Okay. So here's how we spline it all in. Maybe we'll take a run on Meriden and see how it looks like when we're done here. So to spline it all in, we want to, or to bring it all in, I should say. We'll take a run down the Grimsby sub, see what it looks like. Then I'll run up to it. Actually, I'll run up to the first one first, and hopefully I can find it. Or get rid of it, one or the other. I prefer to get rid of it if I can. And then I'll merge it eventually. It's 10:02, so I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, gotta find a passenger train. I know I have one. Actually, I'll just use the we'll use an excursion train. We'll use the dome train, even though it would never run down here, but just for the fun of it, why not? Okay. And then we can have a scenic view of everything as we go by. Sounds like a plan. I think I like it. Yeah. That sounds like an awesome plan to end the night. But first, we got to. I already saved the dem as, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to create a new route. Now this is important. I have to put a route filter in to give me at least 13 baseboards. That's important. And the new route is going to be Meriden 0913. Everything else should be fine. And we'll go with OK. And I'm going to create the track splines from the route vector data and adds them to the map. To Meriden 0913. Hopefully I did these better than the other ones. We'll go with OK. Now I've got to bring in the raster maps. So we start with the first one in Meriden, which was the 15. Or sorry, it's a 14. My mistake. Oh, no, that's a Bing. Alright, no, that's okay, that's a Bing. So we start with 14. And we open it up. So yeah, it really opens up the hell out of it, but that's okay. We're fine. And we keep going. We've already cropped this area here. This is our area that we are going to be saving. So now we start piling everything on top of each other. So there's the whirlpool, as I was saying, up towards the falls. And raster map and open georeference. So we're going to go with, we just did 14, I'm looking at the top, yep. So now we want Meriden number 15. Oh, that's Grimsby. I'm going too far. I don't want Grimsby. Meriden 15. We want Meriden 16 next. Meriden 17. Meriden 18. And then finally, open raster map. Oh, no, not that one. You doofus. That ain't right. Something happened there. Meriden 19. I don't know what the hell I opened, but that wasn't it. So 19 gives the trackside details for all of that. Now these aren't connected, that's okay. I'm not looking to run those the Trillium lines just yet. My point is I want to make sure I get the detail in this area. Very important. Okay, so we've put all that in there. We're going to go ahead and bring this back up again. I might try to zoom in once if it lets me. Sometimes it doesn't. Or it doesn't give me, or it gives me too much of an area. Yeah, it's giving me a hard time. I think it gave me too much of an area. Yeah, it did. Okay, I gotta zoom back out. As long as I get the outer reaches of it, I don't care. I just don't want to get inside it. So we're not worried about all the rest of this stuff. That can do whatever the hell it wants to do. That should be good. Just looking to make sure I've got everything that I want. Should be good. So now this adds the rasters. It sometimes takes a few minutes. Oh. But this has been a very, very rewarding process. Won't take too long. What it's doing is it's creating all the UTM tiles, which are the which basically gives it its what you're seeing, the images, and the detail. If I was to zoom in, you'd see it gets increasingly better the closer you get towards each track, and that's exactly what you wanted to do. I was going to play around with high detail for a while, and then it just, you start getting into the mundane and stupid. Really, I've probably overdone it as it is, but I wanted to make sure I included everything to do it. This was a trial today actually. The Grimsby sub, to do it all the way to Niagara Falls, was a trial. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, and if it didn't, I was okay. And it's had a few issues. I think one of the ones that I learned right away that probably caused the major issue, at least one of them, is that the you can't just string a track along for a very long. The Grimsby sub, it's basically, almost with the exception of a curve around Grimsby, it's pretty much a straight line to Hamilton. And you've got to basically take it in chunks, I think. So this, I'm expecting, shouldn't give me any issues. Knock on wood. I think the other error that I had was a missing dependency, and I think the missing dependency actually was something to do with getting stuff to like paint an image on the actual board itself, the baseboard, and I didn't want that. And I think I have the wrong setting, but I don't use that anyways. I prefer to use these. These actually float just above the surface, but I find it's it's you can get a lot more detail, resolution wise, and then it's something that you can eventually get rid of, because if you just put it on the baseboard, number one, you're dealing with copyright to paint anything on a baseboard. You don't want that, so. Almost there. I figure I was going to do just a small demonstration of one tonight. This would be it, so. You know, I might just run it from the curve. I'll take a quick glance at everything first, make sure everything's okay, but then I'll run a westbound and go down the hill. Now, mind you, it's going to be a roller coaster ride because I don't have any of the bridges set, and I'm just going to have it drive. I'm not too sure how many miles we're talking there. We're probably... It's not going to be much, that particular section. I can imagine how much it took me to try to do the whole Grimsby section, but I think it's much better to do this in segments like this. I was trying to get it down to 25 UTMs. That was what the recommendation was originally, but it said that if you can only have a 25. It's only allowed to go to 25 UTMs unless you have a radius set, which is what I do have set. So because I have that radius set to I have it to 13 baseboards outside the area, as well as 10 UTM tiles. So I can see 10 UTM tiles in every direction from the track, which is why you see everything branching out where the line would continue from. The only place I want to see that is off to the sides or at the end of a line, like in the Grantham Spur there, so that if I'm running the switcher down there, I get to see some of the scenery outside there. Now, mind you, because you're in the city, you're not going to see far anyways. But from an aerial view, you might get a nice little scenic screenshot that would be cool, and it's nice to have it in the background, the city and everything. So I figure, hey, why not? And then I can build up the buildings in and around there, make it look like it's part of a busier area. And the further we go out, then I get into the low poly stuff, or just basically start painting the ground, and put random scenery or whatever the heck it is. I think there's plenty of ways to do it, but I'm not worried about the outer limits right now, and I'm not even worried about getting rid of. See, the thing is, and Scott was saying this as well. He says, he told me a long time ago, he says he thinks it's just great to have the scenery on the ground like this, and I agree to a certain extent. Now, these are going to give errors, which are fine. UTM tiles not found, no big deal. It's probably trying to go outside this area or something like that. Oh, the baseboards aren't found for them, so yeah, whatever. Okay. And we will exit. Now we go back into trains. Hopefully everything is good. Got to import the content. Oh, I'm down. Back up to 30.4. I was down to the low 20s the other day. I did some cleanup today, though. And editing. There we go. No warnings. Like to see that. That's good. Or no errors. We'll go to select folder. No. Jesus Christ. I always do that. It bugs the hell out of me when I do it. But it gives me a chance to get to it. Editing. Scenery. Okay. Now it's going to give me a bunch of warnings here because the scenery file is a general file for all the scenery that's being edited, and what's going to end up happening is it's going to give me a whole crap load of warnings. What I don't want to see is errors. Now I may see some because there's a bunch of content in there that is trying to warnings this time. If I get errors again, if I get one error, I'm not going to worry about it at this point, because basically what happened was one of the as I was saying, something happened, whether it was too big or there was a corrupted track segment, something weird happened. And it ended up it ended up giving me yeah, my brain's not thinking. Obviously, not being up since 4:30. What I'm going to eventually do is cut the right-hand side. Hopefully that'll... Missing dependency, that's what I'm looking. Cut the right-hand side of the Grimsby section. And then that'll just become the Grimsby section. Hopefully that will get rid of the missing dependency. Then I'll take the Grimsby section, merge it with the Meriden section, and then we'll have a good 20 miles of mainline on the Grimsby sub. And the remaining... Actually, we'll have 20, yeah, about 22, 23 or so. Yeah, I think so. So then the next segment I'm going to work on probably is going through Niagara Falls, up the remainder of the escarpment, pass through Clifton, over the gorge, and heading towards Port Robinson, but not quite there yet. Eventually, the reason why I want to be careful with that area too is I have to build both sides of the canal. In fact, I think I have to even build the CP line out of Chippewa, because I'm going to be... when you start getting into the distance, you're basically dealing with multiple lines, so you have to build both lines at once, and that's the dilemma I'm going to run into. I'm going to have CP's line coming out of Niagara Falls, which eventually is going to be part of Niagara, the Montrose sub. I'm going to have the Chippewa branch. One warning. Well, that's impressive. Jeez. I didn't expect only one warning. Okay. Well, let's go in and see what we got. Well, Meriden's okay so far. That's good. Let's hope it looks okay. We'll take a look in the edit first. It's looking good so far. Oh yeah. That's what I want. Damn right. Ha ha! Oh. That even looks better. Did the quality go up, or is it just me? Holy smoke. Yeah, the track is a little bit off, but jeez. Did I do something wrong on that first route? Wow. Let me take a look at the station here for a minute. Is that the station? I at the station. I'll know when I see the station. Well, that's... Whoa. Hold on here. I'm gonna do Grimsby over again. I swear I'm gonna do Grimsby over again. That looks way better. Something happened with that first one, because that's the station. Remember we were looking through it before? Holy smoke. Now I'm afraid to move the all the tracks, but let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so that's going through Meriden. Meriden looks better. How's the canal gonna look? There's the canal. Well, that's the canal sub right here. Okay. Well, let's look at the locks here. I think that looks better. Jeez. Oh, that looks way better. Hello. Ho ho. That looks more like it. Block 2. Block 1 goes that far this time, and I think it runs out here somewhere. Oh, it even goes a little further. I don't care. That's fine. I can do that. Fine by me. Oh, we like going up the mountain here. Yeah, move some of the splines around, and oh, there's a train. Oh, okay. So this is the end of it right here. So we're coming up the line, and then that's it. It just kind of comes off the side because it doesn't know what it's doing. Yeah, let's tempt fate and move this line real quick, because I want to get at least, and hopefully I can save it. Because if I can't save it, then we got a problem. Yeah, we'll follow the train. Do I want to follow the... Wait. Do I want to follow the train, or do I want to... No. Let's go here. We want to be beside it. There's a reason for that. It's the track that's used more often. Yeah, some of these hills are ridiculous, but that's okay. Yeah, that I'll have to fix, but I don't want to be fixing everything tonight. I just want to get this nice and... As long as it's close, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, that's good enough. That's fine. I'll do all the detail fixing later on. Oh, I love the look of the escarpment there. Is that the beginning of the straight section? Okay, good. Okay, give me a straight section here, please. Come on, give me a straight section, I'm begging you. Ugh. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. It's not perfect, but... doesn't want to stay straight, it just insists on going its merry way. Yeah, so... we'll figure out where we want to join that or whatever. Okay, let me save this. Hopefully it works. Please work. Why? I wonder if it's the track. It's gotta be something. That's just weird that it's still doing that. Okay, well, let's just view the... yeah. I'll go view the session. I don't know why it does that. Okay, where's my line? Jesus, Murphy. I'm not even sure where I'm at. Okay, well, I know where I am here. It's good to know where you are. Don't worry, I'll get the origin at a good spot. Okay, there's the line, thankfully. Which way are we going here? Where did I say we're going? Is that where we want to go? I don't think that's where we want to go. I don't know if I'm upside down or right side up or what here. Okay, now I know where I'm going. So I'm going to the other side. Okay, so now we're going to have some fun. I don't care about those little errors. We'll figure out what the hell's going on with those. Eventually. Okay, so I'm going to have to put a train in here. So I want a consist. I want the... I know which one I want. It's the Rocky Mountaineer. That's the one I want. We're going to have some fun on this one. It's gonna be a roller coaster. I warned you. Hopefully it doesn't derail anything. Baggage. That's kind of cool. So you can see the right grade profiles. Just these other things are really weird. Okay, I'm going to issue a command. Trying to find the commands here. Hello. Why can't I find a command? I know I haven't played this in a while, but holy smoke. Alright, let's find a car and enjoy the ride. Yeah, I think I like the left-hand side. I said I like the left-hand side. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. At least the train stays together. Rough handling. Yeah, no kidding. Can't believe how hilly it is over here. Oh, that's Walker Brothers quarry. That's cool. Oh, I'm not sure what that was. That's Horner Road. That's Walker Brothers Quarry for sure. So that's Quarry Road right up there. That's cool. I'll fix the roller coaster, I promise. Once I even out these grades. See, here's where the grade line is. So we're heading downgrade, right? About 1% downgrade, not that. Those are just more creeks and crap. I love the quarry, though. That's neat. I think that's the haulage road for the canal. She looks scared. I think we're coming up to the canal now. Yep. Of course, we'd be much higher. I think I'll just stay out here. I like the view. So yeah, that really descends for a while there. I didn't realize. I thought it started at. I guess it continues to descend right up until. Oh, I gotta check up Meriden later on, or check up the rest of that. See how that looks like. No, I'm not writing it. Escarpment, it's Glendale Avenue. On the other side of Meriden. That's the Grantham Spur. Do I get any more left-hand seats, or are they all on the right? I guess I could stand. Old Welland Canal. You look like the other person I just saw. 406. It's kind of neat riding through your city. So now we're getting close to my neck of the woods. Escarpment up there. The only thing it's missing is that's funny. The tower for Brock University. Is this 13 Mile Creek? No, there's the stadium. Did we pass it? Did we pass the creek? No, we didn't pass the creek yet. I think we're going to now, though. Or maybe not. Can't tell, is it? Yeah, no. I don't know what that is. What is that? I have no idea. Another creek. Oh, okay. So now we're getting to the bridges. Oh, here we come. Now we're coming to the creek. Now we come to the good part. Glen Ridge Avenue. Watch this. So basically, that's a bridge coming across there. Looks kind of cool, though. Pathway. I think it flattens out up here. Yeah. You can tell by looking at everything. Cool. Okay, now I want it on the right-hand side. I don't know where that was. Oh, okay. I'm just passing by the station. I think. I don't know. I'm confused. What street's that? Oh, that's the... Yeah. Now we're passing by the station. That's the station. And Mill Street. Okay, I want to get to Grimsby before I have to go to bed. Don't save. So let's continue this ride here. I don't know where we're supposed to continue it from, but I'm going to get it around Grimsby. Grimsby. Okay, let's find a good spot. Yeah, Jordan would be kind of nice just to look at. Does that get me close to Grimsby? Yeah, of course, sort of, but not really. So I'm not too sure what roads we are on now. I can tell, well, we're past Jordan, so I don't know if we're near Vineland. But it's pretty smooth, as you can see. Which is a good thing. There's still a little bits of dips here and there, but it's all happening at creeks and stuff. Love that view of the escarpment. That is so neat. Coming into Grimsby now, I think. Are we in Beamsville? I think we're in Beamsville. Yeah, we're in Beamsville. You don't see that far away anyways. You can see Lake Ontario, but... Riding cowboy. I'll probably do this route over again, just so that I can merge it, because the scenery looked a hell of a lot better on the last route, so I'm not too sure what happened. Here's a curve. Okay, here comes the QEW. Lake Ontario is just beyond. That'll be fun getting highway traffic going through there. Okay, now we're getting into the heart of Grimsby. Oh wow, it's even got the, yeah, I think that one road goes up that way. That's cool. I like it. In fact, I was on it yesterday. There it is right here. See? This goes up the escarpment. That's pretty cool. I gotta show Emmett that tomorrow. He'll get a kick out of that. Okay. Well, that was fun. What a rewarding day. Great weekend. It's not the Rockies, but hey. Whatever. And I'll work out all the fun little stuff there. Whatever the other errors are. Howdy, howdy. Okie dokie. So, thank you for the 2 likes. And hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, always leave a comment in the videos when they go back up online. And 11 p.m. now, so it is definitely my bedtime since I've been up since 4:30. So I'm tired. I think I can crash. Anyways, guys, have a good one, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.